probably see from looking at my face, I'm beige. I'm a beige man. This is a diverse show. I look like a skin tone average of the first two comedians you've seen. And if you're curious, which some of you might be, I'm actually biracial. My dad is from India, and my mom is a tiny German lady from Wisconsin, which has apparently produced a shockingly tall Mexican man. It's surprising for me as well. Genetics are a mystery, but I am aware that I look like someone ordered Bad Bunny from Temu, and that's okay. People are very confused when they meet me, and I get where they're coming from. Okay, I've got tan skin. My last name is Mamawala, which is clearly something. If you missed it in the intro, my full name is Adam Mamawala. I have an A every other letter of my first and last name. That's too many. Look, regardless of where you stand politically, I think we could all agree. If Kamala Harris had my last name, sheer chaos. Kamala Mamawala, that is absurd. Kamala Mamawala is a Dr. Seuss ass name. Kamala Mamawala sounds like a Samoan linebacker. Folks, I'll be honest with you, Kamala Mamawala sounds like Donald Trump making fun of Kamala Harris. By the way, if anyone asks for the next few years, I am Italian. People will ask me sometimes, like, have you ever experienced discrimination? I'm always like, yes, but never correctly. There's never been a time in my life where I'm walking down the street and someone's like, listen here, buddy, we don't take too kindly to half Indians, half Germans around these parts. Like that. It would be a very specific prejudice. Frankly, I would respect somebody for guessing that out of thin air. That has not happened, but a couple months ago I was getting off the subway and I inadvertently scuffed a guy's sneakers. And he cursed at me, told me to go back to Mexico. Not great. Now, what you should do in that situation is nothing. You should not engage with somebody who would say that to you. But like an idiot, I responded. And I was like, bro, I'm Indian. And to this guy's credit, he was like, oh shit, my bad. And that's hilarious. I hate to admit it, that's objectively very funny. And it did kind of break the tension of the moment. He's like, no, I am racist, but not towards you. Let's get a drink, I guess. It's for the best, man. I'm too old to be getting into fights. I'm not old, but I bet I'm older than you think. I'm pushing 40, believe it or not. And yes, I appreciate that response. Thank you. I do think I look younger, and that's great, but it does lead to these awkward conversations sometimes where I meet someone for the first time, and they're like, well, what are you, like 30? You've accomplished a lot. And I'm like, I'm actually 38. And I can see it in their eyes. They're like, oh, in that case, you've underachieved a great deal. And that's fair, you know? Like, I'm at the age where, I'll put it to you this way. I'm very happy to be here. You folks are a lovely audience. I appreciate every time I get to be on this stage. Having said that, my favorite part of this entire experience is that this show started at 5:30. What a treat. This is my wheelhouse. This is fantastic. And I want to be very clear. To anyone in this room who has plans after this, I want you to know that I'm genuinely very happy for you, but respectfully, you are no longer my target demo. Anyone in this room who's doing this and going home, you're my people now. And I don't know when that's changed, but that's where I'm at. Because I'm a millennial, and what I figured out is, it's not like I'm going to sleep early. That has nothing to do with it. I'm perfectly happy to be up late. I just don't want to be out late. Does that make any sense? Yes. Like wherever I am in the world, as soon as it's 10 p.m., I'm like, well, I better go home and wind down. And I go home and I look at my phone for 6.5 hours. We all living the same life? If it's all right with you folks, I'd like to do a hard pivot and talk about my divorce. No need for transition. I got divorced the funniest possible moment, maybe in human history. This is completely true. I will show you the receipts if you think I'm lying. The date my divorce was finalized was March 12th, 2020. I want you to think about that date for a second. That was the exact moment in time that your boy became legally single. And I was like, I'm ready to hit the town, baby! And the town was like, we are closed. But the story has a happy ending. Fast forward 6 years later, I'm now in a very happy relationship with a fellow divorcee, which I gotta tell you, I recommend. We met on a divorcees only dating app called Better Luck Next Time. It's not true, but it is funny, which is why I said it. My favorite part of the relationship was that we communicate impeccably. And I attribute that to the fact that we've both been through our own stuff in the past, so we don't want to repeat it, and so we're very open with each other, we're very honest. I think that is hugely important in relationships. Having said that, I also think sometimes a little too much honesty can hurt. And I share that with you because we were chatting recently, and I have come to find out that she has a very specific physical type in her dating and marriage past. She likes guys were 6 feet or taller, good head of hair. Those are the two main parameters. Now, fortunately, I have those things for now, but who knows what the future may hold. And I was joking with her recently. I was like, I honestly think you might leave me if I went bald. And her response to that was, you're not going to go bald. Wrong answer. What? What the hell? And sir, I mean no disrespect. You're a very handsome man. It's nothing personal. The answer I was clearly looking for was, no, I would not leave you if you went bald. She's just out here hedging her bets, apparently, and I don't like that. Now, her follow-up I thought was even more ridiculous, because she was like, well, to be fair, you would totally leave me if I went bald. I was like, what? First of all, you being bald is a completely different thing from me, a man, going bald. And also, in this hypothetical situation, I do feel like I at least deserve some context. Like, what is happening in your life at this moment? You know what I mean? Like, are you going through chemo, or are you like going through a phase and you just shaved it off like Britney Spears? And she was like, it shouldn't matter. I was like, well, obviously it matters, because in one scenario, something horrible has happened, and in the other scenario, you have cancer. So,